Alright, there we go. Some technical difficulties there, but I think we got it sorted out. So folks, welcome. If you're joining me for this, I just, well, first of all, I thank you, but I hope you guys have been having some good luck with the roller coaster I made a tutorial for the other day. And there's this big update last night, guys. I thought they were supposed to push it this weekend, but apparently it came out last night. So without, any further ado, what I want to do now is I just logged in and I want to run this coaster and see if typical update, makes it either explode or fixes all the problems that I had that used to make it explode. So here it is, guys, moment of truth. See if I can figure out which way I need to go first. Okay, so far I don't hear that ridiculous crunching sound. I normally hear that here in this area, so... Positives. It's not swaying super crazy, it's behaving, the way it should be. Haven't seen any damage markers so far. So far it's too good to be true. Okay, now I'm gonna get into some high build areas. I'm gonna give the game a second to kind of render all that in. Alright, should be alright. Okay, now that terrible crunching sound you hear here, that's that other ride that's hanging over the ledge there. Terribly noisy. And now here's my aggressive tracking. This is the real test. Okay, it's getting noisy. Which I guess that's gonna happen. But I haven't seen damage yet. What? Which tells me they definitely fixed something. This is how my old roller coaster used to run. The very first one I ever built. It ran beautiful. Yeah, it made noise here and there, but overall it was a great running roller coaster. So maybe we're back. I have not seen one single damage marker. You know what? This makes me wonder if I can't get away with some more thrust. We're gonna go for it. We are definitely gonna go for it, because that was... No, wait a minute, stand by. First things first, I want to kind of run it back the other way now, just to see, that make sure that wasn't a fluke. Because the fact that I saw 0 damage markers whatsoever... I don't know, when something actually works right, it makes me worry. And wonder what's wrong. Not sure who's watching there, but welcome. I've got my chat working today, so if you were here the other night when I actually made this tutorial and you were chatting with me, I apologize. It was not working. My studio window was frozen. That's why it was showing me 0 viewers that whole time. But there's a damage marker. Okay. So maybe I shouldn't add more thrusters, but it's been minimal. Okay, there's another one. Okay, now it's acting more like it was before the update. But again, guys, I've never actually broken a build, I just kind of ignore those damage markers. As long as you've got it blocked and braced, worst case scenario, a build might break out from in there somewhere. You can replace it quickly and just continue on mission. Kind of funny though how it didn't take any damage whatsoever going the other direction. Kind of makes me wonder what the difference was. That thing's awful noisy. Apologies for that. Really cool working ride too, by the way. Before the couple of updates ago, where we had these issues with disconnecting or moving parts separating from one another. God, I can't talk today. I haven't had my coffee yet. It's I don't know how to explain it, but basically, whichever piece I put balloons on would separate from the rest of the ride and just float up into space. So if I put that on the long arm that was sticking out, that's what I would find floating up into space. If I put the balloons on the moving part, same type of deal, then I'd find that floating up into space, or sometimes they'd both explode. So I don't know. Anyway, guys, I saw no damage go in this direction, so I'm going to see just how much thrust I can get away with here. Just because, you know, we just had an update, so this is where I like to start testing limits. And I don't know if I can even fit another thruster. Okay, I can fit 2 more thrusters. So we're going to go for it. Because if the extra thrust is going to cause issues, I want to know that. And 2 thrusters will be a real good test. Alright, let's party. Oh boy, yeah, see, I'm already taking damage now. And normally that doesn't happen in the gentler curves. So this might actually break a build running at this hard. And you know what? If it does, I'm okay with that. I meant to show you guys the repair process the other night when I did the tutorial. And I just kind of forgot to, you know, take out the pickaxe and break a build manually. So I'm going to run this thing as hard as I can. Extra thrusters on it. We'll see what happens. If a build breaks, it'll be a good repair opportunity. Okay, I got a big build area coming up here. Come on, baby. Okay, that one doesn't count. That was the station. I kind of hit the thruster at the wrong moment there. I know better. Wow, no damage here, which is crazy. Because that's a real aggressive turn. Okay, there's some there. That's another real aggressive S-turn there. But wow, I can't believe how good this is running. Like, with the 2 extra thrusters on there, I just assumed that this thing would have broken by now. So it's definitely behaving just a slight bit different than it did before the update. Because before the update, folks, just 1 more thruster would have caused massive problems. So things are definitely different now, in a good way. Like in our favor. I really just wish it wasn't quite so noisy. You know, if it wanted to make that noise when it was legit taking damage, great, got it. You know, thanks for the heads up kind of thing. But when it's not taking damage, it's just a headache. And I can't help but to wonder if putting the extra chairs builds on here would, you know, help to level that back out. I might just throw a few down to kind of mimic, you know, close to what it's going to look like. I'll be probably cutting a row of chairs out here. I might just put them on randomly or backwards facing. How fun would that be? Backwards roller coaster. Okay, they don't have to be perfect. Alright guys, I don't really care right now. Those chairs are going to get ripped up. Actually, I'm probably going to destroy this whole carriage anyway. This was just the tutorial build. But before I get rid of it, we are going to run it back the other way now, pushing it even harder. 2 more thrusters on here just to see what happens. Now, it took a lot more damage going back than it did coming. You know, the first test run. So I'm anticipating now actually being able to break some builds. Let's find out. I do like the extra thrust, I'm not going to lie. I enjoy the extra speed, I like how it pushes it up the inclines better. So if I can get this thing going good with, you know, the more thrust, win. far, so good. Wow, I cannot believe it's not taking a ton of damage yet. There it goes. That's a real tight turn there. Still not blowing builds out, though. Might have just found a new limit on thrust. I mean, if it's going to take damage anyway, you might as well get the extra speed out of the deal. Alright guys, there it is. Updated update, rock and roll. Go ahead and throw you some extra thrust on there. It's going to be a party. And with the extra thrust, you might be able to get a little bit, away with a little bit more carriage weight. I kind of recommended before not to put a ton of builds on this thing, especially if you're going to get real aggressive with the curving and stuff. But the way this is behaving today, I feel pretty confident. I'd be willing to put a couple more chests on there, maybe even a few decorative builds. I guess we'll just have to see. I'll have to play with that. Yeah, for now, we are good to go. We are in business.